Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you have been following the instructions of your amazing, wonderful, super duper teacher, then you have an idea of what prime and composite numbers are. And you have an idea of what factors are, because we need to know factors to figure out prime and composite numbers. We need to know factors when we're doing division. So what we're going to do here is we are going to list the factors. Now, when I'm thinking about factors, I can think of it in two ways. I can find numbers that divide into my number, or I can find two numbers that multiply together to equal that number. Now, next week we'll get into some divisibility rules. I think it's next week. I don't remember. That's a long time away. We'll get into some divisibility rules, so you'll be able to use those rules to see if a number is divisible by something. So every single one of these have a factor of 1 in themselves. So 1 times 35, 1 times 18, 1 times 21, 1 times 31. Every one has a factor of 1 in itself. Because 1 goes into 35, 35 times. 35 goes into 35, 1 time. 1 times 35 equals 35. So every single number greater than 1 has at least 2 factors. Every single whole number greater than 1 has at least 2 factors. Why does 1 not have 2 factors? Susankia?
Because 1 can be multiplied by itself. It can't be multiplied by 1 because it already be itself.
Okay. So it only has 1 factor. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 divides into 1 time. So 1 is neither prime nor composite. It's neither one of them. Nada. Nope. 9. All right, so now let's start at 35. If we can't think of any other factors, all of us together, this number would be prime. Are there any other factors of 35? Ryland?
5.
5 times?
5 times 7.
5 times 7. Okay, so now we have 4 factors. 1, 5, 7, and 35. All of these will divide into 35. 1 times 35 equals 35. 5 times 7 equals 35. All right. Factors of 35. What else do we have? Factors of 35. So you guys are telling me there's no other numbers, whole numbers, that divide evenly into 35? You're right. There are no other whole numbers that divide evenly into 35. So 35 has 4 factors. 1, 35, 5, and 7. What kind of number is this? Prime or composite? Composite. It is a composite number. It is a composite number. All right, now the number 18. I'm going to give you a hint on the number 18. The only prime number that is even is 2. Is 18 even?
Yes.
Yes, 18 is an even number. Okay, so it cannot be prime. We know before we even figure out the factors that this one's composite. Okay, but now we got to see if we can figure out all the factors of 18. We know we got 1 in 18. Brianna? 6 times 3. Oh, Travis?
2 times 6.
That's the same thing. These are factors. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. We're fine. Emma? 2 and 9. Who else? Isaac? Okay. Yeah. 6 times 3 and 3 times 6 are the same thing. Okay, because we're looking for the factors of it. And that doesn't change the number of factors for it. So we've already said it's composite because the only even number that is prime is 2. We have found all the factors, 1 times 18, 6 times 3, 2 times 9. And the cool thing about doing it this way is if I didn't know my multiplication, I could go 2 times 9 is 18. If I didn't know my division, 18 divided by 2 equals 9. So if I write it out, I can kind of use this. I'm just saying. All right, 21. We have 1 and 21. Both of these numbers will divide evenly into 21. 1 goes into 21 21 times. 21 goes into 1 time. Or 21 goes into 21 1 time. Kaylee?
7 times 3.
7 times 3. What else? You're right. Nothing else. So this one's composite. This one's composite. All right, 31. Even or odd number? Odd number. Because it ends in, odd numbers end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Those are odd numbers. Those are numbers that can't be divided by 2 evenly. If 2 doesn't go into it evenly, it's an odd number. If 2 does go into it evenly, it's an even number. I'm just saying. All right, so we know we have 1 times 31. What else we got? Where are my hands up? What else we got? How else can we get to 31? It is prime. There are no other ways to get to 31. So 31 is prime. Tomorrow, we're going to do that whole sieve of Eratosthenes thing. I know you've watched the videos on the sieve of Eratosthenes because I assigned them to you to watch. So I know you did it. You'll get a chance to work through with your magnificent, amazing teacher on the sieve of Eratosthenes. I'm not even sure I'm saying that right, but you know what I mean. Nobody names their kid Eratosthenes anymore. Travis, I expect in about 25 years, when you have your first child, that you name it Eratosthenes after the sieve of Eratosthenes. Thank you for agreeing to that. The boom, the shakalaka, the God bless, the love ya, the do something kind today, the save the bees, the subscribe. Bye.